Hey guys, it's Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. How is everybody doing? It is Monday, May 19th, 2025, and I am coming on here with another yarn yakking video for May. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot. I think you can see a big bag back there. And I make stitch markers along with other crocheted items. You can find those in my Etsy shop. It is linked down below in the description box. So if you could go and favorite the shop and favorite a few items, I really do appreciate it. It helps me out a whole lot. And I want to say thank you to anyone who has made a purchase recently. I just sold a couple of jellyfish and a Damn It doll recently. So thank you so much. You guys know who you are. I appreciate your support. So yarn yakking videos are basically me talking about if I have any happy mail, and I do in the form of donations. If I've been yarn shopping, and oh yes, I have, and if I have any finished objects, and depending on how long it takes me to get through my shopping trip, I will show you some finished objects, but we have a lot to talk about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is admin stuff. There is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast if you want to come and join us. By the way, everything I talk about will be linked down below in the description box. So for the Facebook group, you have to answer 3 questions to join. I promise they're easy. Just go on over and join. You can follow me on Instagram. That's at Roselikescrochet. Feel free to tag me in any giveaways that you see over there on Instagram. And then that is connected to a Facebook business page. So if you're on Facebook, you can follow me on the business page also. So the business page is where I post via Instagram, and the group is where you post. And I would love to see what you guys are making. So besides the Etsy shop, there is a spring shop linked down below where you can get Rose Likes Crochet merchandise. And I think that's it. If we're gonna talk about donations in a little bit. If there's ever anything you need to send me, the PO box is also down below in the description box. All right, so there's a couple things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about random acts of crochet kindness first. So all year round, from January to December of this year, I am holding a contest, and it's called Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. And what you do is that every month I pick an item out of a bag. It's random, because this is random. And the objective is to make the item and leave it somewhere so someone can find it. So if you want to go back, you can look and see what all of the random acts of crochet kindness have been. But for the month of May, the item is a heart. So all you have to do to enter my contest is make some hearts, 1 or 2 or however many you want. Take a picture of your hearts, send me an email with a picture, and let me know how many you made and where you left them. And that's basically it. I'm going to have a little giveaway at the end of every month. It'll just be a little ball of yarn and a stitch marker. And it's just basically my way of helping you guys spread a little joy around. There is a Facebook group called the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. It's also linked down below. And you can go on there. They have a bunch of files so you can print out little note cards that say, I'm not lost, I'm free, take me home. And they have a bunch of patterns linked down there as well. So go and check it out. So I already have quite a few emails for the month of May for the hearts. So thank you to everyone who has sent me an email. And I finally finished my little hearts. So I'm going to show you my little hearts. Now, I don't remember what pattern I used. I think it's written down, but it's in the other room. So I'm just going to show you my little hearts. They were super duper easy. I will link the pattern that I used down below in the description box, but I made 10 and it was just a scrap ball of yarn. So this one I actually weaved in all the ends, and then I got annoyed after weaving in one, and I decided to not weave in the rest of them. So the second one I did, I just took the ends and I tied them so maybe someone can hang them from somewhere. And then I got even lazier than that, and I just tied the ends into a bow on the rest of them. So there's I don't know how many, 4, there's 6, there's 8, and there's 10. So I'm going to put them in little plastic baggies and put a little note on there that says I'm not lost. And then starting this week, I'm going to go and start leaving them places. So I'm not sure where I'm going to leave them. Probably at the post office, maybe at the grocery store. I'm not sure where else, but I'll let you guys know when I do. So that is the first line of business that we're going to talk about. The second one is going to be not random acts of crochet kindness, is our generous crafters. And I have 7 donations today to show you from our generous crafters. But I'm going to talk more about that in just a second. So we had a giveaway, a hidden giveaway in the last video, and it was for a couple sets of these boy hooks. These came in these were free for me in a box from Hirschner's, and I don't use boy hooks, so I offered to give both of these sets away. So quite a few of you left a comment about what kind of hooks that you used, and I used a random comment picker to pick the winners. So I am going to insert the first, it's just a screenshot of the random comment picker. I'm going to insert the first one here. So congratulations, Paula. All you have to do is send me an email with your, maybe put in the title that you're a hook winner and with your address. And you guys, these are probably going to go in just a plain envelope, so I'm going to try not to spend a whole lot of postage on that. Okay, the second winner is right here. And I think that might be Gail. So if you guys want to just send me an email, that would be awesome. And congratulations on winning the hooks. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about before I get into random acts, I keep on saying that. I'm really like addicted to these random acts of crochet kindness. Before I get into the generous crafters, I did have a craft fair not this past weekend, but the previous weekend. And I had been talking about it for a little while. It was at a garden and plant sale in a suburb here in Chicago. And I'd never done it before. And there were maybe 20 vendors there. It was definitely not geared towards children because it was a plant and flower sale, but there were some kids there. But I'm going to tell you the items that I sold. I would definitely do this again if they invited me back. The only problem I had at this fair, it was outdoors and the wind was atrocious. So I was, I don't know, maybe a couple yarn yakking videos ago, I showed you guys the roses that I was making, the crocheted roses, and I had them in vases, and I had them not on my table, but I had them on this 3-tier stand, and the wind blew them over constantly, and I actually wound up breaking 2 of the vases that I bought. So about less than halfway through the show, I had to take all the vases off, and yeah, it was just a mess. So, but I did sell some. So I'm going to tell you, I wrote down everything that I sold. So I'm going to tell you what I sold. So for loveys, and a lovey, if you're not familiar with what that is, there is a video tutorial from Zelda NRJ3. That tutorial is always linked down below in the description box if you want to see what that is. I sold a Mickey Mouse, a green teddy bear, and an Eeyore. It was the only Eeyore that I had, and it sold. And then I'm going to tell you the other things that sold. So it was a really good show. I sold 2 of my corn, which I know you guys haven't seen yet, but I've made corn. And if I have time at the end of this video, I'll insert the clip of all the corn that I made. Okay, so I sold 2 of those. I sold 5 market bags, you guys. Oh my gosh. I sold 1 flower fidget, which I have not shown you guys either yet. I sold 2 bees. I sold a set of red roses in a vase. So I was selling them as a set, a large rose, a small rose, and a vase. I sold 1 set in red. I sold 1 set in peach color. I sold 5 large roses and 3 small roses separately. So total altogether, I sold 12 roses altogether. I sold 1 jellyfish. I sold 2 face scrubbies, 1 kitchen towel, 1 kitchen scrubby, 1 washcloth, 8 chapstick holders, 1 octo, 2 bucket hats, 1 hair scrunchie, 1 chicken, 1 fidget keychain, and 1 stingray. So it was a very successful day for me. I was very pleased with the outcome, besides the breaking of the items because of the wind. But you know, you can't really do anything about the wind. The person in the tent to my right, they didn't have a tent. All they had was a table, and there was an open field, and all the wind just kept on coming and coming. So there wasn't really a whole lot I could do about it. So that was good. So now I'm just preparing for the next craft fair, and I don't know when that is. I think it is going to be, I don't even know. Let me see here. If I can get in, I think the next one is on, I think the next one is June 6th, and it's like a 4-hour thing in the evening, and it's a free event. So I don't know yet if I'm in that one or not. After that, I don't think I have one until the end of June, so I have time to prepare. So, all right, so that is it for the craft fair update. And so we're gonna get into the Generous Crafters. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, the Generous Crafters is a new charity for us here at this channel. So that means me and you guys. And they are a volunteer group of fabulous people that make things for a whole bunch of places. The blog for the Generous Crafters is linked down below in the description box if you want to go and check it out. And we are kind of doing something similar that we did the past couple of years with my other charity, where I am asking for one thing every month. And that's just basically so that they're not overwhelmed with 20 different things at the same time. So I will tell you that all year round, you can send in 2 items. And I am only doing this through October because I have a lot of fall craft fairs, and it just gets too busy for me. So we're doing this through the end of October. So from now until the end of October, you can send in these 2 items anytime. So you can send in a prayer square, which is, if you sew it, it can be 3x3 or 3x4. If you knit or crochet it, it can be 3 inches by 4 inches. So the pattern is in the blog. And this is the knit one. They just put a charm. Yeah, that's the word. They put a charm there. They also put a charm on that one. And then for the crocheted one, you can do the bobbles for the cross, or you can just leave it plain. You don't have to worry about bagging it. They have the bags, and they will also do the printout here on the back. So if you don't want to do the cross and you do it plain, then they will print this out without the cross, and it will be non-denominational. So the 3x4 prayer squares you can send anytime, and the other item that you can send anytime are 6-inch granny squares. Knit or crochet, however you want to do that. So I will tell you that for the month of May, because I do have some donations here, the items that they're looking for are baby hats, and that would be no preemie and no newborn. And then for the month of June, they're asking for chemo hats. And there is more information on the chemo hats in the blog down below. Now, the only other thing that they asked me in addition to these 2 items for the next 2 months, they're looking for crocheted bookmarks if anyone would like to make some crochet bookmarks. And they're also looking for character hats for ages 5 to 10. So that's like in addition to what I've already asked you guys. So if you can't do it, don't worry about it. But if you have some time and you want to make some bookmarks or character hats, feel free to send those in also. Okay, so we're going to get to some donations here. Like I said, I have 7, and I want to make sure I get these done. So the first donation is from my good friends, Connie and Candace, and they are from Ohio. And this was on the bag. It says, cats in the house. So if you do want to send me anything donation wise and you have cats, if you could just put your items in a plastic bag, I would really appreciate it. I am very highly allergic to cats. And then just let me know there's cats so I don't open up the bag. So the note is, hi Rose, here are 23 baby and child sized hats. The baby ones will fit a 6-month or older bambino. We hope these will be loved by some little ones. Hugs from Connie and Candace. Oh my gosh. So this is the humongous gorgeous bag of baby hats from Connie and Candace. And I really wish I could take them out and show everybody what they look like, but I can't because then I'll start sneezing and that won't be good. So, but there they are. So Connie and Candace, thank you so, so much for sending these beautiful, beautiful hats. They have been absolutely floored by everything that you guys have been sending, and they are so appreciative. You have no idea. So thank you so much to anyone who has sent anything. And by the way, you guys, I always encourage you to donate locally if you can. It helps your community, and it saves you on postage, right? And I'm sure there's people in your community that would love to have something, you know, like this too. So, all right. So the next package I have comes from Kathy, and Kathy is from Texas. And she has a Post-it note on the back package. It says no cats. So I can open up her package here. So let's see what we have in here. Oh, okay. There's little hats. All right. Oh my gosh, they're all knit. This is beautiful. By the way, you guys can send anything that I ask for, knit, crochet, sewn, store-bought, however you want to do it. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at the pattern. Oh my gosh, Kathy, you knit all these? Just gorgeous. Look at this. You guys, these are hand knit. Like, I can put stuff in the knitting machine, but nothing that would look like this. This is amazing. Amazing. I hope you guys can see that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It's little sheep. Little sheep on this little hat for a little head. My gosh, that is just beautiful. Okay, this one, are you guys ready? Oh my gosh. I love it. Is that an alien or a cow, or what is that supposed to be? Because that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, someone needs to teach me how to do this. Look at this, you guys. Kathy, this is incredible. Please leave a comment down below. How long have you been knitting? And can I come to your house and you'll teach me how to do this? Look at the bicycles. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. Kathy, thank you so, so much for these gorgeous, gorgeous hand knit hats for kids. I so appreciate that. That's incredible. Incredible. Okay, let me get the next one. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next package comes from Cherie, and she's from Virginia, and I have a note here. And it says, hello, Rose and family. I pray all is well with you all. Sorry for the lateness of my April donations. Okay, so we're going to have a discussion here real quick. Thank you, Cherie, for bringing that up. This is a no apology channel. You can't apologize for being late. You can't apologize for not donating, and you can't apologize for whatever you think the quality of your work is. You can't apologize for not donating enough. Are we clear with that? Okay, so you guys can't be apologizing when you are doing charity work. You just can't. I'm not going to allow it. So thank you, Cherie. All right, I didn't tell her to do that. I've included the May donations that I've done so far. All the hats have tags with sizes on the back. The 3 pink hats are made with Tex-Bex yarn. I don't remember the pattern. They were done a while ago. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the little hats. Oh my gosh. And she's got the sizes inside there. Handmade, made with acrylic. Oh, okay. And it's got the little size on the back. So we're going to leave all those in there. So we have 3 of these little pink guys right here in the different sizes. And she said, I don't remember the pattern. They were done a while ago. And then she says, the bonnet was made with Lion Brand Ice Cream Smoothie Yarn Colorway Lime. And the pattern was from DK Crochet. Oh my gosh. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously? Cherie. The other 2 hats I freehanded, half double crochet with front post, back post rim. The blue, green, white was Red Heart Baby Stripes Yarn Colorway Puppy Print. So that's that one right there. And then the other one was Lion Brand Terry Spun and Red Heart Baby Steps yarn held together. This one is reversible. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. And she's got the tags in there also. She says, I have a few more hats in the works. Enjoy the tea. Thank you, from Cherie. Oh my gosh, Cherie. So there was another package inside the package. Let's see what's in there. Oh, my favorite. Okay, she's got some peppermint bark tea. Oh, I love peppermint tea. Minty chocolate tea. Oh, yes, thank you so much. Okay, and then there's a bunch of other stuff in here. And there's another note. I think these were the April donations. Okay, so let's see what the card says here. It says, thank you. You guys don't have to thank me. She says, I pray you had a wonderful Passover with your family and friends. So glad I found these bags in my bin of donations. My trip was extended and I didn't have time to crochet much. Thank you for allowing me to participate once again in helping others. So you guys do not need to thank me for participating. I am the one that is thanking you guys for taking your time, your energy, your money, and your yarn so that you can send donations to people here in the Chicago area. So these are some pretty amazing makeup bags. Oh my gosh, they will definitely take them. So thank you so, so much, Cherie, for the tea and the baby hats and the makeup bags. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next package came from Sandy, and she is from Massachusetts, and there are a bunch of baby hats and granny squares in the bag. There was no note, so I don't know anything about this, the yarn or the patterns. So here we go. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable, you guys. I should be able to do a baby hat, right? I mean, it's just, it would be so much quicker than an adult hat. Look at this little beret. So cute. And then check this one out, you guys, with the little ruffles. Oh my gosh, I just love them. Okay, and then we have granny squares, you guys. Are you ready? These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. So these need to stay together. So we will need to find yarn with these. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Seriously, that is gorgeous. So we'll need to find some colors that will go with those, because those should stay together, don't you think? Oh my goodness. There are two more. And then we've got these. See, like these should stay together too. And then this is the last one. Oh my gosh. Thank you so, so much for sending these granny squares and the baby hats. They are just adorable. Thank you so, so much. Okay, we got three more, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next box came from Doris, and she is from New York, and there was no note in the package, but I've got hats and granny squares. Look at that, you guys, with the pom-poms. Oh my gosh, so adorable. They all have pom-poms on them. Oh my gosh, this is Hobby Lobby yarn. I know that for a fact, because I have some. And look at the pom-poms. Oh my gosh, these are great, Doris. We have some beautiful granny squares. Are you guys ready? Okay, Doris, I need a pattern, please. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. I know it's just front post, but I need to follow a pattern. These are just beautiful. Look at how perfect they are. Oh my goodness gracious. Check this out. Okay, someone just had a tutorial for a granny square like this. I just saw it. These are just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think this one might be my favorite. I'm going to show you guys close up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, here's another one like that. Okay, I need to know patterns. Doris, I need a pattern. Look at how pretty that is and like so delicate. Thank you so, so much for sending the hats and the granny squares. I really, really do appreciate it. All right, we got two more, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next box came from Lisa, and she's from Alabama, and she put no cats on her note. Thank you so much. And she writes, hello, Rose. I am sending 20 prayer cloths. I hope they will bless the people receiving them. My name is Lisa, and I am from Alabama. I had my very first live market on May 3rd at the local library. It went well, and I am looking forward to doing more craft markets. Happy crocheting, from Lisa. That is so exciting, Lisa. I am so glad that it was a success. And you know what? Sometimes it's not a success, and you just have to keep on going and figure out, like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's the weather, and sometimes it's not the weather, and sometimes it's just the audience, and you just never know. I've done craft fairs for a couple of years now, and it's It's always a crapshoot. That's what I say. These are absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. Lisa, thank you so much for making these. Oh, wow. They are going to have a field day with these. Thank you so much. And let us know in the comment section down below, did you have an easy time following the pattern? And this is like reverse, like a crab stitch on the top, right? It sure looks like it. These are beautiful. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sending the prayer squares. They are just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, we got one more, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, the last package came from Gail, and she's from South Carolina, and there was no note in the package, but I have a bunch of washcloths here, so I'm going to show you guys the washcloths. Now, you guys don't have to send in washcloths, but you can if you want to. My good friend Paula, who's local here, she has somewhere that will take them if you do want to send washcloths, but we're not specifically asking for any more washcloths for the generous crafters. So look at that. That is so cool. The round ones always like, I don't know, I never think of making a washcloth round. Do you guys ever think of making them round? Look at how freaking cool that looks. Oh my goodness. Gail, I would love to know the pattern for this one with this design. If you could send, put a comment down below and let us know where you got that pattern from, that would be amazing. Look at that, you guys. I've been making some washcloths and I've only been using 2 designs. And I'll show you guys those another time. Because I'm going to try and get to this mega yarn haul that I did here. Look at these, you guys. Oh my gosh. There's 2 more. And we've got more, you guys. Look at the corner to corner. That looks awesome. And there are those. So Gail, thank you so much for sending the washcloths. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that is it for generous crafters. So thank you so much, everyone who is donating or is thought to donate or will donate to generous crafters. They appreciate it and I appreciate it too. Okay, so we're going to talk real quick about a massive yarn haul that I did at JoAnn Fabrics last Tuesday, so almost a week ago. And you can see one of the bags back there and you can see the 20-pound box of polyfill. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know who I was with. And if you're in the Facebook group, you already saw the shopping carts. So there is this fabulous lady. Her name is Natalie. She's from Natalie's Closet. I will link her down below in the description box. She had a massive JoAnn haul before she even met me there, and then she had another one. So you guys have to go and check out all the stuff that she picked up. It was crazy. So we were gonna meet up and shop and then go have dinner, but we didn't have time to have dinner. Because we were shopping for like 2.5 hours. So she had messaged me and said that the store not too far from her was having 60% off all the yarn. And then when you get to the registers, they take another 25% off on top of that. So not only is there that bag, but there is another bag just as big and there's a box of stuff too. So I'm gonna clear off the table and then I'm gonna show you everything that I got. It was awesome. And you know what? Before I clear off the table, I'll insert a picture of me and Natalie with our carts. So here is that picture. And then we promised each other and she reneged on her promise. So Natalie, shame on you. we bought feather boas while we were there. And we said that we were going to wear our feather boas while we were doing our unboxings or our unbaggings. And she didn't wear her feather boa. So you guys go over to her channel and be like, where's the feather boa? Why aren't you wearing it? So let me clear off the table and then we'll get started on that because it's going to take a while. Hang on. All right, you guys. So I am wearing the feather boa that we both walked around the store. She had a pink one, and of course I had to have a purple one. So I will tell you that the purple boa originally was $12.99, and I got it for 70% off, and then another 25% off of that. So like $2 or something like that. It was just so much fun. And then before I get into the stuff on the table, there was a 20-pound box of polyfill, which is back there. And that was originally $109.99. and it was on sale for $29.88. And then I got another 25% off. So I got that 20-pound box of polyfill for $22.41, you guys. Unbelievable. So Natalie checked out first and she wanted to get it all on one receipt. So it took a really long time, but I had 2 carts. So I did my 2 carts separate. So this is from one cart and then this is from the other cart. And that's just because I had a lot of zippers and buttons. So let's talk about the zippers first. My friend Paula, hi Paula, and Philip and Carolyn, but my friend Paula is getting into the sewing thing, and she wanted me to check and see while I was there if they had any zippers on sale, and of course they did. And I said, what size are you looking for? And she said 9-inch and 12-inch zippers. So Natalie helped, thank you Natalie, helped me look through these boxes and boxes of zippers. And I will tell you that the zippers were, let's see here, the zippers were originally $2.99 and we got them for 80% off plus 25% off after that. So I'm just going to show you. I got all of these zippers for Paula plus these. You guys, they were like 50 cents each, 50 cents each, literally. So I picked up all of these zippers for Paula. So these are all for her. I have a box here. I'm going to throw them in the box. So Paula, the zippers are for you, all for you, and you don't even have to pay me for them. Okay. So then they had, I'm just trying to do the stuff that's on the table. They had these floss bobbins. And let me just see how much these were. Hang on. So these were originally $3.29. They were 60% off and then another 25% off. So I got those. And that's just because when I'm working with the buttons that I'm about to show you, and I do towel rings. I like to match my floss that I use to sew on the buttons with the color of the yarn. So I need those. Okay. So then they had animal noses. And the animal noses were originally $2.79 and they were 60% off plus the 25%. So I picked up 3 packages of the animal noses. So they were 60 cents, something like that. Couldn't go wrong, right? Okay, and my feather boa is falling apart here. So let me just see what else there is. Okay, so they had a lot of hooks, you guys. So they had these 2 sets of Susan Bates hooks, which you guys, I'm a huge Susan Bates fan. So these were, the CDEF was originally $10.99. I got it for 60% off. And then the GHJ was $6.49 and I got it for 60% off, plus 25% off on top of that. So I picked up these, and then they had the single hooks also. And let me see if I can find those. I don't think that they were that, let me see here. Hang on. Okay, so all the hooks were $3.29 and they were all 60% off and then another 25% off. So I picked up one of every size that I could find plus some. So there's like a 10 millimeter, a 9 millimeter, an 8 millimeter. I picked up a 6.5 millimeter. I picked up 2 of the 6s because you can never have enough hooks. Then I don't have to worry about stealing hooks from one project to put them in another. 3 5.5 millimeter hooks and 1 5 millimeter hook. So these were all like, I don't know, 99 cents or something like that. Just craziness. Then I picked up this set of needles, which I love these needles. And these were originally $2.29 and I got them for 60% off and then another 25% off. Okay, so then we had some scissors that we found and I really, really like this type of scissors. And the Fiskars scissors were on sale for, so these were originally $21.99, 60% off, and then another 25% off. I have a pair that I really like this, but this little spring part broke. So I'm always stabbing myself. So I was excited to get that. And then they had this big Fisker scissors. And this one is originally $16.99 and it was 60% off and then another 25% off. So that was my scissors haul and hooks haul. I forgot that the boyfriend, so Natalie's boyfriend, purchased 2 of these stickers and he gave me one. So that was so awesome. So thank you, Natalie and Natalie's boyfriend. I appreciate that. They also had these sticky notes. And these are like granny squares, and I think these just have like crochet pictures in them. And let me see, these were originally $4.99. At 60% off, they were $1.50 each, and then take another 25% off of that too. So I got those. I also found, this is not for me, this is for my cousin. I found these in the floral section. I think these were like 60% off too. I don't even remember what the prices were. Anyway, those aren't even for me. Okay, so we're gonna do buttons. All of the buttons were 60% off. And then on top of the 60% off, they were an extra 25% off. And I have a button obsession and I'm not afraid to admit it. So these are the ones that I found that I really wanted to take home. I like this particular size. Look at how pretty those are. I know I have a problem. I admit it, and I'm not gonna stop. So they got, look at how pretty those are. Oh my gosh, I wish they had more. They had 3 sets of these. I love those. They only had 1 of these yellow ones. 2 of these. They had, I took all of these, 4 of those, took all of those. They had 4 of these and I took all of those. Whoops. And then they had 6 of these, so I took all of those. Aren't these so pretty? I don't know what my problem is. I mean, I guess it's not really a problem. So then we were walking around and we saw these Super Saver craft kits. And you guys, they've had these at Walmart forever and they never go on a good sale price. So we were looking in the aisles, they had 3, and I asked Natalie if she wanted to take 2, and she said, well, what was I gonna use them for? And I said, giveaways, and she said, yes. So she took 2 and I took 1. And then when we made our way up to the register, we found a whole bunch more. So I actually picked up 2 of these. This one's kind of coming out of the package here. And let me see how much this one was. Hang on. Okay, you guys, so these were originally $24.99, and then they were 60% off, and then another 25% off. So these will be giveaways at one point, but not today. So I was super excited. And just whoever gets this in a giveaway, it probably won't be shipped like this. It'll probably be deconstructed so I could fit it into a smaller package. So 2 of those, $24.99 minus 60% off minus 25% off. I mean, seriously. Okay, so that's it for like the little stuff. Everything else is all yarn. I'm gonna get it organized. Hang on. All right, you guys. So all of the Bernat blanket, by the way, anytime it's a Bernat blanket and it's sparkle or baby or ombre or speckle or frosting or whatever it is, it's always the same specs. So I've gone over specs on Bernat blanket like a gazillion times, so I'm not gonna go over the specs. But anyway, these were all originally $11.99. They were 60% off, which brought them down to $3.60, and then another 25% off. Okay, so when you see how many Bernat blankets I bought, you understand why. I mean, where else can you get a Bernat blanket, a whole ball for $3.60 minus 25%? You can't. Okay, so I'm gonna show you all the ones that I got. This one is called Golden Hour. It is a baby blanket frosting, and they had a whole bunch just sitting in plastic. So I was like, well, I'll take one in plastic. So there's one of those, and I'm just gonna toss these on the floor, you guys. I got a black one because I do use black for my bumblebees, and I also use black for F-bombs. So yeah, so speaking of bumblebees, they had School Bus Yellow, which is the color that I prefer to use for my bumblebees. And this is Bernat Blanket Bright, and I picked up 3 of them, you guys. 3, because at $3.60, that's what I would pay for one ball if I paid for this in full price. One ball. I got 3 for the price of 1. I mean, seriously. Okay, so the next one that I picked up more than one of is this Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle. And the color on this is called Limeade Sparkle. I don't know if you can even see the sparkle, but these are really great for pickles, believe it or not. And now that I have 2 extras, I think I might have to do some frogs with that too. So, I mean, seriously. These are all onesies here, so I think I only got one of each of these. This one is called Grassy. This will also be a great frog. I'm not sure about a pickle, but definitely a frog. And then this one, I wasn't sure about this. By the way, I took the boa off because it's just shedding everywhere. This one is called Baby Sand. And I'm thinking either a cat, but I would have to mix it with something because that'd be awfully boring, or a chicken. So a chicken, possibly with that. This one, for sure a chicken. This is a Bernat Blanket Tweeds, and the color is called Sandy Tweed. So a chicken for that one, maybe, or a cat. This one is called Almond. Same thing, kind of boring, but cat or a chicken, perhaps. Definitely not an octo, because octos I like to have bright colors. So one of those. This one, I think I already have one, but I mean, it's purple. This was called Purple Sunset. So I got one of those. This one is called Frosted Blue. You guys, this is not blue, this is green. So, so I pretty much think this is green. I had to pause you guys for a second and I put some more yarn on the table. I don't think this is blue at all. This is gonna be a frog, or I don't even know what else. This could probably even be a chicken, right? I don't know, maybe. Okay, so the next one is this one, which I think I might have had once before also. It's called Tourmaline. I picked up one of those. And then this one, super pretty. This one's called Baby Denim. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. That could also be a chicken, you guys. I don't know. So a lot of the things that I make are chickens, octos, cats, bees, but obviously none of these will work for bees. This one is called Overcast. And this one has like purple and green and blue and gray in it. That one's really, really cool. Okay, so then the next one, I picked up 2 of these. This is Baby Blanket Sparkle, and the color is called Hot Pink Sparkle. And can you go wrong with sparkle yarn? For $3.60 minus 25%. I mean, seriously, I was in heaven. This one is a Bernat Blanket Brights, and it's called Carrot Orange. And this will be probably octos. I might even try like stingrays with this bright color too. Okay, I got a white, just plain white, and that will be for wings on a bee. I picked up one of these. This is called Red, White, and Boom. And you guys, I'm going over the colors with you because you can see the colors and you can get these on Yarnspirations or Hirschner's or Mary Maxim or whoever else sells it. So just so you can see what the colors look like. This one is just called Royal Blue, and this is a popular color with my octos. And then this one is called Blueberry Dot, which I use to make stingrays. And then we have another Bernat Baby Blanket Frosting, and this one was also in the package. It's called Meadow. It's super duper pretty, greens and blues, you guys. So this could even be an octo, or this could be stingrays too. So, I just love them, love them. Okay, so then I picked up, there were three of these Bernat Baby Blanket Dappled, and the color on this one is called Aquamarine. And I don't remember if you guys recall, there was, when we were looking for tote bags for Generous Crafters, someone made a tote bag out of this yarn, and it was so pretty. This is another one of the Dappled, and it's called Wandering Blue. So all of that was the blanket yarn that I got for $3.60 minus 25% off. So now I'm gonna get some of the other yarn. Hang on. All right, you guys. They had one of these Karen Simply Soft parties. So it's a sparkle. It's really hard to see it. This one was originally $5.49, 60% off, made it $1.65, and then another 25% off. I mean, seriously. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then I got a Karen Jumbo, and this color is called Blue Raspberry. And this one was originally $11.99, 60% off, so same price as the Bernat blanket yarn. You guys, $11.99 to $3.60. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, all of the Karen Simply Soft I'm going to show you were originally $5.49, and they came down to $1.65. $1.65. This one is called Robin's Egg. I mean, oh my gosh. Okay, this one is called Soft Green, which I've never seen before, so I had to have it. Okay, so then I found this one called Galaxy. This is a Simply Soft Speckle. This one is called Royal Blue, which I have had that one before. And then this one is called Kelly Green. Oh my gosh, so pretty. This one is called Ocean, which I think I have had before. I got a black, I got a white. This one is called Strawberry. I love that one. This one is a Simply Soft Paints called Rainbow Bright, which is so pretty. And the last Karen Simply Soft is called Riviera. Oh my goodness gracious. So then that's all of the Karen Simply Soft. It's not all the Karen Simply Soft. There's one other one. This one is called, it's a speckle, and it's called Snapdragon, and it's purples. Oh my gosh, just so pretty, you guys. Okay, so I've got a really big stack going on over here. I'm gonna have a lot to clean up later, you guys. So they had this Lion Brand Hometown, and they only had a couple colors where there was more than two. So I like using this yarn to make my 3-button cowls. These were originally $6.49 at 60% off. So these two I picked up. I could use these two for one cowl. This is called Syracuse Orange. And then this one is called Fort Worth Blue. And so this is all I need for a 2-button or a 3-button cowl. Okay, so then I also picked up a Bernat Velvet. This is a 5 bulky. The color is called Mushroom. And I like to use these for my hair scrunchies. So let me see if I can find the price on this one. This one was also originally $11.99 and then 60% off. I mean, oh my goodness. Okay, then I got some Big Twist. I did get a Big Twist Heather in the color beige, which this does not look beige to me. I got a Big Twist Twinkle, which is very sparkly, and it's called Red. Very original. There you go. You can see the sparkle there. I'll tell you the prices on these in a second. I got some Big Twist Solids. I only picked up 3. Hot Pink. This is Jade Green. And then this one is called Sapphire. So those are the only solids that I picked up. Then they actually had this one, you guys. This is called Lime Jelly. Oh my gosh, I wish they would have had the red or the purple one, but they didn't. And then this one is called Happy Rainbow. So let me see if I can tell you what the prices were on those. The prices on the Big Twist were originally $4.49 for the Happy Rainbow, 60% off. And then, let's see, also the Lime Jelly was, okay, this was $4.49, 60% off. And then I don't know where the other ones are. Let me see. The Big Twist, value was $4.49, 60% off. The Heathers was $6.49 at 60% off, and the Twinkle was $6.49 at 60% off. So, I mean, I just couldn't go wrong with any of these. Okay, I still have another pile to show you. Hang on. All right, you guys, they had this color in Red Heart Super Saver, and it's called Pale Plum. And you guys, I have every purple color there is of Red Heart Super Saver, and I've never seen this one before. So I had to pick it up. This one was originally $4.49, 60% off. And then they had only like one shade of these Lion brand Mandala sparkles. They had like a whole box of these. This is called Pyxis, Pyxis. And it was $9.49, 60% off, made it $2.85 times, and then minus another 25%. So I picked up 3 because this could be a really, really pretty shawl or a baby blanket. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So, okay, there's only a couple more, you guys. They had Big Twist Posh, but they only had 2 colors. So they had this color right here called Lemon Meringue, and this color here is called Lemon Glow. And you guys, I picked up 4 of these and 3 of these because I have a good friend named Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and I know she likes Posh. So some of these are gonna go to Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations, and some of these are gonna stay here with me. So 3 of these and 4 of the other ones. And it's funny because I just watched one of her videos and she's like, yeah, I'm looking for the Big Twist Posh, but just not in yellow. So we'll see if she'll actually, if she needs it or not. Let me see what the price was on that one. Lisa, whether you like it or not, you're getting some. These were originally $9.99 and then they were 60% off. So she's gonna get it whether she likes it or not. Okay, there's only 2 other yarns that I got. This one is a Bernat Baby Blanket Sport. It's a 3 weight and I think it's like 1,000. It's 1,004 yards. Let me see what the color is. The color is blue. And you guys, this 1,000 yards, that's a whole baby blanket right here. Let me see what this one was. Okay, you guys, so this was originally $11.99, 60% off, $3.60 minus the 25%. And the last yarn that I got, because they had 3 of these, is the Lion brand ice cream, and the color is blueberry. And these were originally $6.49, and then 60% off, and then another 25% off. So I got 3 of those. So it was so much fun hanging out with Natalie at Natalie's Closet. It was incredibly fun. We got the best deals. The store that we were in, it said like on the sign at the door said like 13 more days. And we asked them when they were closing and they said on the 25th of this month. So honestly, I have no desire to go back to a JoAnn Fabrics for anything, and there isn't one close to me anyway. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. It's crazy how much of a good deal all that yarn was. It was awesome. I am so set for a while. I will tell you though, after that, I went out with Paula and I found 1 ball of clearance yarn at Michael's, which I'll show you guys in the next video. And it was $5. And I was like, oh my gosh, how can I pay $5 for a clearance yarn? I mean, after such a good deal, right? But that's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. So I think I'm going to end it here. I'm not going to show any finished objects. I'll show finished objects in the next video. Please leave a comment down below about, you know, your hearts that you're doing for Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. Remember to send those to me. If you wanted to send in anything for the generous crafters, thank you so much to everyone who already has. And the 2 hook winners, make sure you send me an email. So that is it. Let me know what you have found at JoAnn Fabrics, if you guys got any great deals. I did post in the Facebook group when the picture of our carts, and a lot of people were saying that their store had already closed. So I hope you lived vicariously through my shopping trip. It was so much fun. So, all right, that is it, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.